For the most part, we were pretty high. A couple guys over 90, so pretty excited with the way we played. Again, I think we need to finish better. We lost some focus down the stretch. When we got up a little bit. Got to work on that.
Were you happy with some of those second-string guys that got in late in the game?
I was happy to get them in there and be able to see them compete. They really fought hard, and I was happy to see that. They weren't hesitant, which a lot of times you are when you go in the first time. They try to come off the ball and get after people. Certainly there were some mistakes, but it's to be expected. Happy with the way they went out and competed.
Next obvious question, the Maryland front. What do you see out of them, and what's your expectation?
Well, they're pretty good. Got a 300-plus pound nose guard. Both defensive ends are over 280 pounds. They got good size. They got a lot of experience. Play with great motors. They're penetrators. They get up the field. They create some issues when you let them play their game. So hopefully we'll be able to go and play our game this year and be able to handle their motor and their movement and so forth.
Monroe is like 5'10" or 5'11", 285. You don't see too many defensive ends.
Yeah.
What type of challenge is that?
I mean, again, with a guy that isn't 6'4", I mean, his center of gravity is low, so you've got to play with great pad level. Got to do a good job of getting your pads underneath his and straining and fighting to finish, because he's got really good strength for a guy that's that size, that height, that has that size. I mean, he's going to have a lot of strength to him. So we're going to have to match that with our technique.
Is it fair to expect Tyler to be able to block the nose on a one-on-one, or are you going to have to double team?
Well, just the nature of our offense, we double team a lot. We double team whenever we can. There's going to be a lot of instances where he needs to block him one-on-one, and he's got to handle him, and I'm certain that he's up to the task.
Do you think Tyler has shown maybe the most improvement of the guys from last year at this time? Got benched up this year.
Yeah, I think that he has shown a lot of improvement. I think a lot of guys have. Marquise has, Pankey has. They've all kind of come a good distance. So, and again, I want to make sure I say he was the change was made last year more for experience than anything else. So I feel like he's playing with a lot of confidence right now, and he's playing physical, which is what we need him to do.
Is that the main difference from last year?
I think it is. I think it is. When you're young and you go in there, it's hard. You're making sure, especially at the center position, you're making sure it calls. You got defense is moving on you, and you're still expected to snap the ball perfectly and come off the ball and strike people. And a lot of times that's hard to do when you're first playing.
Did he again grade the highest? I know he did after the other.
I think he did. Yeah.
Was it 100%?
No, it wasn't 100%. I don't think I've ever in my life seen anyone get 100%. That's go through a game with absolutely no mistakes. It's very difficult to do. It was pretty high. It was close to 94, 95 in that area. I can't remember exactly.
Coach, you obviously have a couple games under our belt and one against a very highly ranked team. How do you think Maryland's defense lines up speed-wise?
I think that they do a great job in their scheme. First of all, they're very well coached. You don't see guys get out of position. They do a lot of things that pose problems to you. I mean, they give you, an odd look. They give you an even look. They're going to blitz, from both sides. You can't sit and say, well, this is where they're coming from, and be ready for it. So I think from a focus standpoint, it's going to be a big challenge.
What are some of the keys that the linemen have to read the defense and make their calls that they have to look to?
Well, the first thing that we do is try to communicate what the front is and get everyone on the same page there. But again, from there, it's all about taking the right steps and having your eyes on the right people, because the same person isn't going to show you the blitz every time. So we got to do a great job with our eyes, stepping to one person, but being able to get our eyes to the opposite side to see if the blitz is coming from there.
With the